Our actions today are the key to a clean planet tomorrow, but sometimes the multiple of bins, colors, and requirements can make us feel lost in a sea of recyclables. Today's guest will sort through the clutter and provide you with the roadmap to successful recycling. Let's welcome WM's Vice President of Recycling. We have Brent Bell. Brent, thanks for joining us this morning. Waste management and recycling go hand in hand. Can you shed light on what items are recyclable and what items should be avoided in recycling bins, and even what you call wish cycling?
Yeah, so wish cycling is a term we use to describe folks that have the best intentions and they wish when they put items in their recycling bin they get recycled. It's important to know the rules around recycling, what items can and cannot belong in the curbside recycling programs.
All right, and contamination in recycling seems to be a major issue. Could you share some practical tips on how to properly prepare items for recycling to ensure that materials can be effectively reused?
Yeah, so we get a lot of items in the bin that don't belong, whether it's lithium-ion batteries, propane tanks. These can cause fires in our recycling facilities and in the recycling trucks, so we encourage consumers to take those back to retail locations. We also get a lot of tanglers, ropes, extension cords, garden hoses. Those wrap around the recycling equipment and can really cause the equipment to go down, impacting how good recycling programs are running their material. And then finally, we get a lot of sport balls, soccer balls, basketballs. We even get a lot of bowling balls. We get about 5,000 bowling balls every year in our recycling facilities. None of this bowling balls or equipment belong in the recycling bin.
I was going to ask, could you put a bowling ball in the recycling bin? But I'm glad you clarified that. Is there anything special we need to do with our recyclables before placing them in the bin?
Yeah, here's some easy tips. One is all your recyclables should be placed in the bin loose, clean, and dry, meaning you don't need to bag your recyclables. If you've got a liquid container like a water bottle, soda bottle, detergent bottle, empty out your liquids, but you can actually put the caps back on. Those caps can be recycled. And then we get a lot of questions around the pizza boxes. Just the pizza box is made out of cardboard. It can go in the bin. Just take out that last slice of pepperoni or cheese pizza before you place it in a bin. And then finally, all those online shopping, curbside that you see with your house is filled up with cardboard boxes, just break down the boxes so you can fit more of those recycled materials in your curbside bin.
Okay, good to know. So we can fit it all in there. How is your company WM making it easier for people to recycle?
Yeah, so WM, we're investing over $1 billion in recycling in the U.S. and Canada in both new and existing markets. With this investment, we'll allow our customers to recycle more material in the communities that they live and increase the recycling rate. And Sacramento is one of those communities we're investing in.
All right, we're happy to be included. And recycling gives materials a second chance at life. Can you tell us about some of the innovative and useful products that are now being created from recycled materials, showcasing how recycling benefits our environment and economy?
Yeah, so there's the traditional stuff you put in the bin, whether it's a cardboard box, typically gets turned back into a new box. An aluminum can, for example, within about 60 days, this can be a new aluminum can back on your shelf. When it comes to plastics, while it can be back into a plastic bottle or a soda bottle, there's actually companies here in the U.S. that manufacture these bottles into yarn. And this yarn can actually be created to make new socks. This shirt I'm wearing is made from plastic bottles. And as a matter of fact, all of our frontline driver uniforms are made from plastic recycling bottles.
Oh, well, that's very cool. And you can tell how invested it sounds like WM is. Well, I'm going to work on my wish cycling like you pointed out. I'm going to read the labels. I'm going to make sure I'm doing it right. Brent, thanks so much for joining us today. We appreciate your time, and you can find out more by going to WM.com.